True crime. Why do we watch? It's a question, isn't it? We are drawn into these dark stories like moths to a flame, a rather grim flame. What is it about evil? People who cross lines. Society shudders yet looks. These are not just stories. They are very real. Real people, real victims, monsters, some might say. But they look like us. They walk among us. They smile. They charm. That is truly chilling. The ordinary, deceptive face hiding terrible secrets. We look for answers in their dark tales. We want to understand, to see warning signs, to protect ourselves. Is that the pull? A desire for knowledge, making sense of chaos? Or is it the thrill, safe proximity to danger? This journey explores that, into the deep darkness. We will see the faces of those who did harm. We will see their deceit, how they hid their nature. It's an uneasy path, but perhaps needed. To understand shadows, we must step in. Ted Bundy, a name that chills. He was handsome. He was so clever. He studied the law, even worked in politics. People liked him. They trusted his words. A promising young man, or so it appeared. Behind this charming mask, Bundy was something else. He committed awful crimes. Young women were targets. He would often feign injury or pretend to be police to lure them to him. His victims were many, across several states. A trail of pure terror. How did he fool them? His appearance was key. He didn't look evil. He spoke very well. He was confident, too. He knew manipulation. He could turn on charm or act helpless, needing aid. He used people's kindness, a cruel, twisted game. For years he escaped. He was like a ghost, moving, changing his look. He even escaped jail, not once but twice. This built his dark myth. Police were mystified. The public was scared. How could one man do this and stay free for so long? John Wayne Gacy, another infamous name. He was a businessman known in his community. He dressed as a clown, Pogo, he called himself, at kids' parties and charity events too. He seemed so friendly, a man who brought joy. But Pogo had a secret, a truly horrific one. Gacy was a serial killer, his victims young men and also teenage boys. He lured them to his home with promises of work or sometimes with money. What happened there? Unspeakable horror. Gacy's deception was deep. He used his public face, the friendly contractor, the funny, harmless clown, to hide his other life. He was active in politics, shook hands with leaders. Who could ever suspect him? He built a wall of normal around his terrible acts. The smell from his house, that became a problem. He blamed it on dampness, or said it was rodents. For a long, long time, people chose to believe him, or just didn't want to know. The alternative was too much. The clown who made kids laugh was capable of such evil. The public reaction then, it was utter shock, and honestly, a deep, cold horror. How could these men exist? Hiding in plain sight? When Bundy was finally caught, there was much relief, but also great unease. The trials were, huge news. People watched, trying to grasp what had happened. Gacy's unmasking followed, and it was equally dreadful. The discovery of bodies under his suburban home, a scene of pure nightmare. The community was broken. The image of the clown was forever destroyed, replaced by true evil. Trust was deeply shattered. How were they captured? Bundy's final arrest. It was almost by chance, a police stop in Florida. He was in a stolen car after his second escape. Gacy's end began slowly. A missing boy, last seen with him. Police watched. A search revealed the truth. Lesser-known facts emerged. Bundy once worked a hotline for suicide prevention, saving lives, it seemed. Or maybe learning to manipulate? Gacy, the happy clown, had a very cruel temper. Those close knew this side. These details make them real, twisted, complex humans. So we come back to that nagging question. Why this deep fascination? Why consume these stories of true, terrible crime, of killers like these men? Is it just the macabre? A dark curiosity we cannot quite shake? Or is there more to it? Perhaps it's confronting evil, but from a safe place. We see humanity's worst, but we also see justice, most of the time anyway. The police who pursue, the courts that convict, the system trying to work. There's a story there of good against bad. Maybe it is about why we want to understand it. What makes a person kill? Is it how they are born or what life does to them? Can we see the signs? Could we stop such things? These are hard questions. True crime offers clues, or at least the feeling of clues. Or perhaps it's simpler. We are drawn to all stories. Stories filled with drama, with very high stakes, human minds under stress. True crime has all that and plenty more besides. It reminds us life is fragile and darkness can be close, just under the surface.